we've studied a lot. We know our stuff.
I definitely feel like the pressure is on.
Welcome to the 15th Annual National Economics Challenge. Today, the brightest young economic minds in our country will go head-to-head, showcasing their knowledge of economic literacy, their decision-making skills, and their lightning-quick reflexes, all striving to achieve the title of National Economics Champion.
Congratulations, well deserved.
4 months, more than 10,000 high school students representing 40 states across America have competed in 2 divisions. The David Ricardo Division, for students enrolled in no more than 1 semester of general economics. And the Adam Smith Division, for students who have taken 1 semester of economics or are enrolled in advanced courses in economics. 8 teams representing both divisions made it to the semifinals and scored a trip to New York City.
It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2015 National Economics Challenge.
I can't even begin to describe the pressure. There's like people at home rooting for me. My own team members are like, we gotta get to the finals, we gotta get to the Quiz Bowl Challenge.
Yesterday, only 4 teams emerged victorious during the semifinals. Who made it?
Our strategy is just gonna try to buzz it fast.
And which teams will rise to the top in today's final rounds?
You guys truly are the cream of the crop when it comes to economics.
I don't think there's really anything much more you can do to prepare yourself.
From the Crosby Hotel in New York, the Council for Economic Education is proud to present the 15th Annual National Economics Challenge. And now, the President and CEO of the Council for Economic Education and today's host, Nan Morrison.
I think that really says it all. And so let me officially welcome you all to the challenge. It's great to have you all here. We have not only the terrific students and their teachers, we have some members of our board of directors and some special guests with us today, and we're so glad that you could all join us. Just by way of background, as many of you know, because I know you've been super focused on what you're doing here, that the actual bigger organization, CE, is the leading organization in the country that focuses on economic and financial education for students from kindergarten actually through high school. So through programs like this, the Challenge and others, we work to ensure that we're not only teaching these, but that they stick in fun and engaging ways. So we want you to be able to navigate the world with confidence and optimism, and with economic and financial skills, that understanding, you, I think, and we hope, will have a formidable advantage. You all are just amazing that you've made it this far. The 8 teams from 6 states across the country made it through a bunch of hoops to be here with us today. But this is just as much about the other 10,470 some odd students who aren't here with us today, who worked just as hard and had just as much fun, and I hope learned just as much in their studies and endeavors. And for those of them who aren't seniors, we hope that they'll be back again this coming year. So we're going to start with the David Ricardo Division. This is the division that includes teams of students who have taken no more than 1 introductory economics course, and you're not going to believe how much they know. So it's time now for them to introduce themselves.
I did econ because I like graphs, like the aggregate supply and the aggregate demand, and then the people.
I like econ because I might want to major in economics.
I'm Samantha Blakeman, and I'm joining Econ Club because I want to be the next Janet Yellen. Why do I study econ? Well, I need something to do now, because in the long run, we're all dead. Am I right?
We're CHSDR!
Everyone knows the Econ Challenge is unbreakable.
Introducing Team Econ. The brains.
According to my calculations, this study guide is unbreakable.
The tech.
I hacked into Never servers and collected all their data for the past 10
The
years.
weapons.
We're not just gonna win the Econ Challenge, we're gonna kill it.
The Kung Fu Master.
I'm chopping the discount rate in half.
Fight!
Oh my gosh, we're going to nationals.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Ankimura. I'm Vincent Lee.
Hi, I'm Nathan Lee.
Hi, I'm Elisa Boland.
I'm Varun Wadhwa. In the fall, I'll be studying stochastic econometrics and applied mathematics at Northwestern University. In the future, I'd like to be a financial engineer.
Hi, my name is Rohit Venkatraman. I'm a senior at Charles School Wilmington, and I'm going to be going to the University of Pennsylvania and studying finance.
Hi, I'm Ishan Agarwal. I'm also a senior, and I'll be studying computer science and economics at Columbia University.
Hi, I'm Shreyas Sorter. I'm a junior at Charles School Wilmington, and I plan on going into consulting.
So in case any of you decide not to study economics, there's also already an opportunity to do some video stuff as an alternative career for you. Steve, I would stay out of the way of the pencils, though. That was a little frightening. So before we get started, I'm going to introduce our judges today, who are also actual economists, as I like to say, being a lowly MBA myself. So first we have Tawny Ferrarini, who's the Sam M. Kohatas Professor of Economics and Director of the Center for Economic Education and Entrepreneurship at the Northern Michigan, which you say like this, because she's on the UP, Northern Michigan University Department of Economics in Marquette, Michigan. Rich McDonald is the Interim Director of the School of Public Affairs Research Institute and Associate Professor of Economics at St. Cloud State University. And Steve Buckles teaches economics at Vanderbilt and is also one of our senior advisors. Rich has been one of our advisors as well. So we're going to get going, and I just need to give a slightly more formal introduction to Steve Liesman. So as you know, he is the host of Squawk Box. He's CNBC's senior economics reporters. By the way, he's won both an Emmy and a Pulitzer. And here are the really important bio points about him. One is I learned on Friday morning when he was on TV with Tom Colicchio that he likes to fish, and he mostly, I think, likes to fish with Tom Colicchio because there are really good fish tacos at the end of it. And the other thing is, do you guys know what this is?
Oh, he's a great fish that.
Exactly! From one of the old guys. But for the younger ones, Steve is what my generation generously called a deadhead, and he actually plays the guitar in a band called the Mood Cussers. So not only can you be an econ geek, but you can still be a really cool dude. So with that, I turn it over to Steve.
I think being an econ geek is just cool enough. It's plenty cool. I'm the guy in high school who forgot to stop playing because everybody played in high school and I just kept playing from the time I was younger. Elizabeth, tell me where we are right now. We have 5 minutes out, so I'm going to follow the script here as scripted to me, which is somewhere in here. I dog-eared it. Okay. So I'm supposed to say thank you, Nan. Thank you, Nan. I am honored to be here. I really am honored to be here. I look forward to this every year. I'm very excited. Let's get started. Yesterday we held a semifinal round, and 2 teams made it to today's final David Ricardo Quiz Bowl round, and I want to call them to the stage now. The top 2 teams are the first finalists in the David Ricardo division, Carmel High School from Carmel, Indiana. And the second finalist, Homestead High School, Cupertino, California. Congratulations, folks, on making it this far. Now, pay attention, teams, because here are the competition rules. Whoever on your team buzzes in for a question will be considered spokesperson for that particular question and must give the final answer. Team members may buzz in at any time a question is being read. However, should they buzz in before the entire question has been read, I will stop reading the question. The team may not confer, and within 5 seconds, the spokesperson must answer based solely on the information he or she has heard up to that point. If a team member buzzes in after the entire question is read, the team has 15 seconds to confer with teammates and then give a response. If the team answers incorrectly, I will read the entire question again. They'll have 15 seconds to respond, and any team member can give the final answer. You guys know all this, right? You're all good on this. Now, audience members, I encourage you all to root for your favorite team, but please do not shout out any answers. I know, it's just like you really want to get in there. Before we begin, I want to give the two teams the opportunity to introduce themselves, starting at the far end with each of you. Test your hand buzzer one at a time. Give me your name and something about yourself. Please be sure to speak loud and clear, starting at the far end over here.
Hi, I'm Ruth Song, and I like to watch The Office.
I'm Samantha Blakeman, and I'm a competitive swimmer.
Hi, I'm Pranav, and I like to play tennis.
Hi, I'm Alan, and I like the Yuri board.
Right here.
Hi, I'm Steven, and I have an identical twin brother named Michael.
Hi, my name is Richard, and over the course of this competition, I've taken way too many 30-second videos of my friends over here.
Hi, my name is Kazu Kagachi, and I'm left-handed.
Hi, my name is Eric Yang, and I'm right-handed.
Stephen. Oh, great. Stephen, how do we know that you're not your twin brother? Did we do a fingerprint test on this?
DNA test.
We do know I'm not Michael.
Do you know you're not Michael?
I think it was just a birth, but I can't prove it, so.
Okay. Let me just ask some other questions here. Eric, who's Eric? Eric Yang.
Right here.
Eric, it says here the most fun part of preparing for the economics challenge is practicing with my teammates. To take breaks, we go together to hangouts such as karaoke, which makes our studying very balanced. What's your karaoke tune?
Karaoke, we sang to almost everything, but we like our T-Swizzle, our Taylor Swift. We sing to
So I got to think about you singing Taylor Swift. Is that what I have to do?
Yes.
Okay, great.
All of us singing Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I'm over here. Is Alan over here? Alan Zhang? That's you. Yes. Okay. So it says here you listen to economic news, and what do you do after that? It says you predict the future.
Oh, yeah.
You do?
I don't remember doing it.
You don't remember doing that? Okay. All right. Samantha, tell me about swimming.
It's a lot of water.
And
I'm a breaststroker and a distance swimmer.
is there a way that the whole economics and the swimming team work in your head for you?
Swimming gives you a lot of time to think and reflect, so it's nice. You know,
And you think and reflect on economics while you're swimming? That's actually the right answer. Judges, would you write that down? That's the answer I was looking for. Do you guys have any questions? Are we all good? And then we're going to start applause in about 15 seconds here.
How many seconds do we have left?
You may not confer.
5 seconds.
They're not clapping for us.
Okay, let's begin the final round of the David Ricardo division of the 15th Annual National Economics Challenge. Is everybody ready? Okay, here is question 1, and you guys know what the rules are. 15 years ago, Facebook did not exist. Today, there are more than 1.35 billion active users. In which category of productive resources do economists place Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Facebook?
Homestead, you have 15 seconds, and you may not confer. You have 5 seconds, and you may not confer. Excuse me.
Entrepreneurs?
That is correct.
Okay, the score is now Homestead 1, Carmel 0. Steve, please read the next question.
Moving on to the next question, question 2 in the David Ricardo division. In terms of nominal U.S. dollars, the International Monetary Fund's World Economic Outlook ranked which economy the 3rd largest at the end of 2014?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds. You may confer.
Germany.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for the other team.
Listen carefully, guys. In terms of nominal U.S. dollars, the International Monetary Fund's World Economic Outlook ranked which economy the third largest at the end of 2014?
You have 15 seconds.
Japan?
Japan is correct.
Okay.
Okay, the score is now Homestead 2, Carmel 0. Please read the next question.
2-0. Here we go on question 3. What effect, if any, would an increase in the U.S. real interest rate have on U.S. net international investment?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds. Time is up. We need your answer.
It would increase it.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for the other team.
What effect, if any, would an increase in the U.S. real interest rate have on U.S. net international investment?
You have 15 seconds.
It would decrease. Yes. It would decrease.
That is correct.
Okay, the score is now Homestead 3, Carmel 0. Please read the next question, Steve.
Okay, the next question will be asked via video by a very special guest, Ben Bernanke, the former chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System.
Name the two components of the Federal Reserve's dual mandate from Congress.
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
Inflation and employment. To decrease inflation and increase. Okay. It's to decrease inflation and increase employment.
I need you to clarify your answer.
To control inflation and to maximize employment.
That is correct.
Huge exhale.
Feeling all right about that one?
We'll talk a little later about that. It's an interesting answer and question.
So the score is now 4 for Homestead, 0 for Carmel, and we have 26 questions remaining.
Okay. Which price index includes price changes in intermediate goods and raw materials?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds. Time is up. We need your answer.
A producer price index.
That is correct.
All right. Carmel is on the board. The score is now Homestead 4, Carmel 1. Steve, please read the next question.
Number 6. How will plummeting oil prices likely affect the demand for renewable energy?
Homestead, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
It would decrease the demand.
That is correct.
Did you want me to read the full question?
Yes, please read the full question. Thank you.
How will plummeting oil prices likely affect the demand for renewable energy, holding all else constant? And that is to decrease.
Okay, the score is now Homestead 5, Carmel 1. Please read the next question.
Number 7. Name the coefficient of elasticity that Pepsi Corporation can use to determine if changing the price of its primary product, Pepsi, will increase or decrease the revenue generated through the sales of Gatorade, its secondary.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds, and you may not confer.
Cross elasticity.
Excuse me, I didn't hear your answer.
Cross elasticity of demand.
That is correct. Steve, you can reread the question for the entire team.
Do I have to? No, it's a long one. Name the coefficient of elasticity that Pepsi Corporation can use to determine if changing the price of its primary product, Pepsi, will increase or decrease the revenue generated through the sales of Gatorade, its secondary product.
And the score is Homestead 5, Carmel 2. We have 23 questions remaining.
Number 8. What do economists call the tendency of consumers to switch from a currently consumed product or service to a similar choice when the price of the currently consumed product or service changes?
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
The substitution effect.
That is correct.
And the score is now Homestead 6, Carmel 2. Steve, please read the next question.
Number 9. When an item is sold on eBay, what do economists call the difference between the actual price paid by the successful buyer and lowest price acceptable to the seller?
Homestead, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
The consumer surplus.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the entire question for the other team.
Number 9. When an item is sold on eBay, what do economists call the difference between the actual price paid by the successful buyer and lowest price acceptable to the seller?
You have 15 seconds.
Producer surplus.
That is correct.
Shoot.
Okay, the score is now Homestead.
It's all right, I get that one wrong all the time.
Homestead 6, Carmel 3. Steve, you may read the next question.
Question 10. The Federal Reserve bought financial assets other than short-term federal bonds in order to increase the money supply during the last recession. This policy is commonly called what?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and may not confer.
Quantitative easing.
That is correct.
Okay.
Steve, you may want to reread the entire question.
Okay, sure. The Federal Reserve bought financial assets other than short-term federal bonds in order to increase the money supply during the last recession. The policy is commonly called what?
We are now 1/3 of the way in, 10 questions, and it is Homestead 6 and Carmel 4. Please read the next question.
Nice. Number 11. Identify the term for a business organization able to raise capital by means of borrowing from a bank, issuing bonds, or selling new shares of stock.
Homestead, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
A corporation.
That is correct.
Okay, Homestead 7, Carmel 4. Steve, please read the next question.
Question 12. In 2007, Whole Foods purchased rival Wild Oats. Identify the term for this type of acquisition.
Homestead, you have 5 seconds and may not confer.
A merger.
We need you to clarify your answer.
You have 5 seconds.
A horizontal merger.
That is correct.
All right, the score is now Homestead 8, Carmel 4. Steve, read the next question.
Question 13. Answer this question for both the short run and long run. Can firms in a monopolistically competitive industry earn economic profits?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
In the short run, they can earn economic profits. In the long run, they cannot.
That is correct.
Want to reread the question, Steve, and then I'll give the score?
I like that question. Who did that one? Was it you, Steve? That was yours. Because it all equilibrates, right, over time. That's the point.
Okay.
I'm on the podium, dude. I get to rib you about this the whole time. Question 14. Which of the 3 major economic systems adjusts most rapidly to changing circumstances?
Homestead, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
The market economy.
The market system is correct.
Okay. We now have Homestead at 9, Carmel at 5, and we have 16 questions remaining.
Question 15 will be asked by Ben Bernanke.
Less than, greater than, or equal to. Would an annual inflation rate of 1% be less than, greater than, or equal to the Fed's objective for the inflation rate?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Less than.
Less than is correct.
All right, the score is now Homestead 9, Carmel 6. We have 15 questions remaining.
Provide the full name for a contract between an individual and the U.S. federal government that assures the individual that the government will pay back a loan.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and may not confer.
A bond.
That is incorrect. Steve, please reread the question for the other team.
Provide the full name for a contract between an individual and the U.S. federal government that assures the individual that the government will pay back a loan plus interest in 1 year or less.
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
Treasury bond?
Ooh, that is incorrect. Treasury bill.
Score remains 9-6. Going into question 17.
What is the effect in a market of a price ceiling that is above the current market price?
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
No effect.
That is correct.
That's like a trick question. I'd seen that one.
Score is Homestead 10, Carmel
Is that
6.
yours, Rich? Ah, now we know who it is.
And we have 13
Like to trick
questions
the
remaining.
kids, okay. All right, question 18. Is this a positive or normative statement? Recently, Canada placed higher in the Index of Economic Freedom rankings than the United States, according to data and analysis from the...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds, and you may not confer.
Positive.
Positive is correct.
And that makes
It was just data and analysis from the Fraser Institute.
and that makes the score Homestead 10, Carmel 7, with 12 remaining.
Public goods share which two main traits?
Homestead, you have 5 seconds and may not confer.
They are non-rival and non-excludable.
That is correct.
Okay, the score is now Homestead 11, Carmel 7. Please read the next question.
Question 20. What term is applied to those rights granted by the federal government to patent owners?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Exclusivity.
Excuse me, can you say that again?
Exclusivity.
That is correct. Exclusivity is correct.
Sorry.
Okay, Steve, the score is now 11 for Homestead, 8 for Carmel. We have 10 questions remaining.
Are we 2/3 through?
We are 2/3 through.
All right, let's everybody take a deep breath. You guys are doing great. It's good. I could use it. You could use it. It's all good. It's all good. Wherever you are, a deep breath is the answer almost all the time. On the pitcher's mound, take an exam. National Economic Challenge, take a deep breath.
So 10 questions remaining and a differential of 3 points.
All right, I'll move on, Chris. You don't have to say that. I'll move on. Don't worry about it. According to economists, when a decision maker purposefully chooses to be less informed because the benefits of being informed are less than the cost of becoming informed, this reveals what type of behavior?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds. Your time is up. We need your answer.
Consumer ignorance behavior.
Can you clarify your answer, please?
It's where the consumer should, making ignorant choices is better than making rational choices.
That's incorrect. Steve, can you reread the question for Homestead?
According to economists, when a decision maker purposefully chooses to be less informed because the benefits of being informed are less than the cost of becoming informed, this reveals what type of behavior?
You have 15 seconds.
Ignorance choice theory.
It was close enough.
In the interest of equal opportunity, we'll give you a chance to clarify that. That's what I thought.
Your time is up. We need your answer.
They weighed their opportunity cost and chose to remain ignorant.
It's the rational ignorance effect.
So the score remains 11-8, and there are 9 questions remaining. Please read the next question.
something ironic, obviously, about the ignorance of that question.
Ignorance of rational.
You guys all made choices on that, didn't you? Okay. Among the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ Composite, and the Standard & Poor's 500, which index has the greatest number of companies?
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
The NASDAQ.
That is correct.
And the score is now Homestead 12, Carmel 8. There are 8 questions remaining.
Question 23. Francesca can make 10 pizzas or 20 subs in an hour. At the same time, Maria can make 15 pizzas or 25 subs. In order to boost production of pizza and subs, who should specialize in making subs?
Homestead, you have 15 seconds.
The first person should specialize in making subs.
We can accept that, Francesca.
Names are hard.
And
Yes.
with that,
Correct.
the score is 13 for Homestead, 8 for Carmel. We have 7 questions remaining.
Question 24. Increase, decrease, or no change. How will the rise in the international value of the U.S. dollar affect the number of foreign tourists traveling to the U.S.?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Less tourists will come.
That is correct.
And with that, the score is 13-9 with 6 questions remaining. Please read the next question.
Question 25. An increase in the risk of default of a financial investment will likely cause the rate of interest from that investment to increase, decrease, or not change.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Increase.
Increase is correct.
And with that, the score is 13-10 with 5 questions remaining. Please read the next question.
Question 26. Which is larger as a percentage of income for the typical employee who annually earns $50,000? The Social Security tax or the Medicare tax?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Social Security.
That is correct.
And we are now at 13-11 with 4 questions remaining.
Whew. I didn't say you could take it deeper. Man, didn't we tell these kids? Never mind. At the end of 2014, which state had the lowest unemployment rate in the United States?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Texas.
May you repeat? please?
Texas.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Homestead.
At the end of 2014, which state had the lowest unemployment rate in the U.S.?
Vermont.
That is incorrect. It is North Dakota. 2.8%.
And the score is 13 for Homestead, 11 for Carmel, with 3 questions remaining.
A warning, that's probably not going to be true next year. When we come back to this.
That's right. Oil money.
Bakken oil, right? Or oil. 28. What is the term used to describe the benefits of operating one large multiplex cinema with one concession space?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Economies of scale.
Economies of scale is correct.
And with that, the score is 13 for Homestead, 12 for Carmel, and there are 2 questions remaining.
Right, so we have to end the competition now because of television. Just kidding. Joke. I guess you didn't find that all that funny. Okay, never mind. Here we go. We were hoping to end it early, but it's okay. It's fine. We got plenty of time. Right, Elizabeth? You there? Where's Elizabeth? We're good, right? Okay. I'll just assume we're good. Question 29, here we go. Poverty rates are lowest in which of the following demographic groups? Female households with no husband present, individuals age 65 and older, or married couple families?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
Is that what we think it is? You sure? Married, it's 65 plus 30 people. Married.
Married couple families is correct.
And in case you weren't aware, it is now 13 to 13. And we are on question 30 of 30.
Of 30?
30 of 30.
30 of 30?
Yes.
So this is the last official question?
This is the last official question.
Right. And then they line up and they each shoot at the net? Is that what happens?
Yeah, that is
Let's
right.
do that.
And if nobody answers correctly, we will have a
Wanna do
tiebreaker.
that, right? Question 30. Consider this list of countries and identify which has the largest gap in income between rich and poor. Japan, the United States.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds, and you may not confer.
The United States.
That is incorrect, Steve. You may reread the question.
Didn't want it to come to this. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Consider this list of countries and identify which has the largest gap in income between rich and poor. Japan, United States, or Brazil?
You have 15 seconds.
Are you sure? Brazil.
Brazil is correct.
And our final score is Homestead 14, Carmel 13. Homestead High School, you are the David Ricardo National Champions for 2015.
You guys make me get heart attacks.
All right, that was truly amazing. You guys should just be really proud of yourselves over here, and especially over here on the winner's side. Congratulations to both teams for an exciting competition. Our winner of the David Ricardo division is Homestead High School from Cupertino, California.
Congratulations on winning the David Ricardo division this year. You guys got a little bit of a lead at the beginning, right? And tell me how you were feeling at that point.
We're feeling good, but definitely it's anybody's game at any type of round. As you saw in the Quiz Bowl round, anywhere, any team can get ahead of each other and really kept us nervous and kept us awake.
So then we get to the last question. Tie score, last question, and they buzz in. What do you think?
Oh, when they said US, I was about to be like, oh no.
Yeah.
But then later on, it was actually a longer question. We ended up winning the econ challenge.
Yeah, what did you think when you heard them buzz in on that last question?
At the beginning when I heard the buzz, I felt just internal silence. And then it became more of anticipation as they said the answer and awaiting the judge's response. And then after hearing the judge say their answer was kind of incorrect, I felt somewhat relieved because it gave us an opportunity to answer.
So welcome back to the 15th Annual National Economics Challenge. It's time for the Adam Smith Division of the National Finals Quiz Bowl round. The Adam Smith Division includes teams of students enrolled in the toughest classes, advanced placement, international baccalaureate, and honors classes. 4 teams made it to the semifinals, and here they are.
Hello, welcome to Ekin Hurricanes. All right, I'm gonna take some roll. L-O-U.
It's actually L-E-O-U.
What? I-O-U. Rohith. Cutie Pootie.
That's Kadenti Booty?
Yeah. Cutie Pootie. Aaron Huang.
It's Aaron.
Yeah, whatever, Aaron. What are you doing here? Oh.
My team needs me. Monetary Milton, your expertise on the Federal Reserve Board is in high demand. We need you. Okay. Laughter Boy, I know you're retired, but your knowledge on tax rates is really needed by our econ team right now.
Fine.
Secular shock. You gotta help me. You're the last piece of the puzzle. Your quick wits in the buzzer round would be indispensable. Okay.
My name is Elise Martel and I like international economics.
My name is Sonia Ram and I've never taken an econ class.
My name is Raymond Gong and I like to do iso-cost, iso-quant analysis.
Hi, my name is David Wu and I first got interested in the financial world because the 2008 financial crisis.
Gong, gong, gong. This is the iso-quant line, which is all combinations of input that produces the same amount of output. Gong.
What are we playing? Well, this game is called Pit, a game that stresses the importance of scarcity and private incentives to stimulate trade and specialization. The objective is to collect all the cards that will allow you to specialize in one form of a good that you are producing. Here at Mountain View Econ Challenge, we enjoy having fun while learning econ.
Congratulations to our semifinalists. Yesterday, they all competed in a series of exams, and 2 teams made it to today's final quiz bowl. Let's now welcome to the stage the first finalist in the Adam Smith division, Carmel High School. And second finalist, Mounds View High School. All right, teams. We're going to go over the rules one more time. Whoever on your team buzzes in for a question will be considered spokesperson for that particular question and must give the final answer. Team members may buzz in at any time a question is being read. However, should they buzz in before the entire question has been read, I will stop reading the question, the team may not confer, and within 5 seconds the spokesperson must answer based solely on the information he or she has heard up to that point. If a team member buzzes in after the entire question is read, the team has 15 seconds to confer with teammates and then give a response. If the team answers incorrectly, I will read the entire question again. They'll have 15 seconds to respond, and any team member can give the final answer. I'd like to give the 2 final teams the opportunity to introduce themselves. Would each of you test your hand buzzer one at a time, tell me your name and something about yourself. Please be sure to speak loud and clear, starting at the far end.
I'm Brendan Yap, and I like taking naps.
I'm Joe Filio, and this is my 3rd time here.
I'm Kevin Mee, and I like playing chess.
I'm Bobby Greaser, and I'm Carmel's student body president.
I'm Sam Rush, and I play the tenor saxophone.
My name is Abraham Chen, and I like to run.
My name is Emily Ruin, and I like writing for our school newspaper.
I'm Jacob Waitman, and I love to juggle.
Nice. How much time do we have? 2:30 away. So over here, we could have a guy playing tenor sax while that guy juggles, and you could write about it for the student paper. Is that right? That sounds like a lot of fun. Sam, what do you like to play on the sax?
I like jazz music a lot, but anything's good.
Any favorite song?
I don't know, not really.
Okay. Jacob, what about you? How'd you get into juggling?
I don't know. I just saw a couple of tennis balls sitting on my desk one day, and I just decided to juggle. Really no reason.
By yourself?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. So I have some cards here. I just want to get some questions going. I don't know where they went. There we go. Joseph, where's Joseph? All right, so it says here, I listen to Marketplace. Dude, that's the wrong thing to listen to. Did you know that?
I used to be a big fan of your show as well. It's just school.
Used to be.
School, it's a podcast.
Can we disqualify these kids? No, Marketplace is a great show, and it's very cool. You listen to it, and they're very into sort of interesting and deep economic. How'd you end up listening to it? How'd you get there?
I've always been interested in economics, and I found that they have a podcast, so I can just download it and listen to it on the bus or when I'm driving to school. So it's very helpful and convenient.
It's good feedback for Squat Box. Yeah.
I don't do a podcast.
That's good feedback, Steve.
Do you get into a pod and you record something? Is that how that goes? Okay, hang on. I just got to get my questions ready here because we're going to do these things. I think I put them down here. There we go. Okay. So we're about 1 minute away, I'm informed. 45 seconds, I'm just told. At about 15 seconds, you want them to start clapping? Robert, you put on the largest dance marathon in the world?
Yeah, largest high school dance marathon. It's one of Carmel High School's calling cards this year. Raised over $300,000 for rally.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot
How many
of fun.
people are in it?
We get a little over 1,000 kids to do it every year.
That's incredible. And how long do you dance for?
It's from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. So 6 hours, and if you sit down, you're kicked out.
If you win, will you dance for us? Awesome, man. Okay, welcome back. We are here in the Adam Smith division. This is for kids who take tougher classes, international baccalaureate classes, honors classes, and we're here with 2 schools. On my left here is Mounds View High School, and that's from Minnesota, right? And over here on my right is Carmel High School from Indiana. Let's begin the Adam Smith division with the first question. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question. Each worker and employer in the U.S. is responsible for paying a Medicare tax. Represents what percentage?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
1.45%.
That is correct. You may reread the question if you wish for the audience.
Here's the full question. Each worker and employer in the U.S. is responsible for paying a Medicare tax that represents what percentage of labor income? I've paid that tax for a very long time. I'm not really sure if I knew what the answer was. And the score is?
And the score is 1-0 Mounds View.
Okay, let's move on to the second question. Question 2. Bad money drives good money out of circulation.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Gresham's Law?
Gresham's Law is correct. Steve, you may reread the question.
All right, I'm a little blown away here. But bad money drives good money out of circulation is known as what law? And it's Gresham's Law, and I knew that, but not nearly as quickly as you knew that. I'm trying to do the Alex Trebek thing, like I really know the answer to every question here.
Okay, 1-1. Read the next question, please.
Question 3. For the purpose of calculating U.S. unemployment, at least how old does one need to be at
16.
That is correct.
We're having a little thing with the judges here. Okay. Explain to me.
Okay, we're going to disqualify that response because the person who buzzed in is not the one who answered.
Okay. All right, so the person who buzzes in needs to be the one who responds. You guys know that. We read the rules earlier.
We're going to throw out this question.
We're throwing out the question. Nobody gets a negative. Nobody gets a positive on that. The next question will be asked via video by a very special guest, Ben Bernanke, the former chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System.
Over the last 5 years, the Federal Reserve has conducted stress tests on financial institutions. Name the congressional act requiring this practice.
Carmel, you have 15 seconds. Time is up. You must answer.
The Financial Services Act?
That is incorrect. You may replay the video for Mounds View.
Over the last 5 years, the Federal Reserve has conducted stress tests on financial institutions. Name the congressional act requiring this practice.
You have 15 seconds.
Dodd-Frank?
Dodd-Frank is correct.
And with that, the score is Mounds View 2 Carmel High School 1. Please read the next question.
I just want to clarify for the judges, the person who buzzes in only has to answer when they buzz in before the question is finished. I saw you guys caring. If it's a 15-second, it doesn't matter. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thanks. Do I get a point?
1 point.
1 point. 1 point. Okay. Question 5. And the other thing, just to clarify,
Yes.
they responded before you invited them to respond?
And that's right. Had the person who did respond, if that person was the one who actually had been acknowledged as being the one.
But you need to acknowledge the high school that says it.
Yes, so
right?
Slow down, I think.
Yeah, I think just chill out, dude.
Yeah, slow down.
All right. Do they still say that in high school? Chill out, dude? Is that all right? That's all right? Okay. Yes. Number 5, a relationship between changes in real GDP and unemployment rates is known.
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Oken's Law?
Oken's Law is correct.
Scores.
Do you want to reread the question?
Yeah. One of my favorite laws because it's completely broken down recently. No, it has actually. A relationship between changes in real GDP and unemployment rates is known by what law? It was Oken's Law.
And we are at 2-2, 5 questions in. Please read the next question.
Question 6. What is the shape of a long-run Phillips?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Vertical line.
Vertical line is correct. You want to reread the question, Steve?
What is the shape of a long-run Phillips curve?
And the score is now Mounds View 3, Carmel 2. Please read the next question.
Question 7. A bond that pays interest forever and never matures is known by what name?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Zero coupon bond.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Carmel.
Question 7. A bond that pays interest forever and never matures is known by what name?
You have 15 seconds. Time is up. We need your answer.
Forever Bond.
It's a perpetuity or a console. That is incorrect.
Question 8. A production function that has output on the vertical axis and capital on the horizontal axis has a slope that is known by what?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Production possibilities curve?
That is incorrect. You may reread the question for Mounds View.
A production function that has output on the vertical axis and capital on the horizontal axis has a slope that is known by what economic term?
You have 15 seconds.
Marginal productivity of capital.
Marginal product of capital is correct. Well done.
And the score is Mounds View 4, Carmel 2. Please read the next question.
Question 9. What is the shape of the marginal revenue curve faced?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Horizontal line.
Oh, that is correct. Steve, can you reread the question for the
Yeah,
audience?
I mean, you can't know what the next part of the question. I don't know, whatever. What is the shape of the marginal revenue curve faced by a perfectly competitive firm?
And the score is now Mounds View 5, Carmel 2. Please read the next question.
Okay, here we go. Question 10. The following question has 2 parts. What is the name for the rate the Federal Reserve charges on short-term lending to financial institutions? And which body must approve changes to this rate?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
The discount rate in the Federal Open Market Committee?
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Mounds View.
The following question has 2 parts. What is the name for the rate the Federal Reserve charges on short-term lending to financial institutions? And which body must approve changes to this rate?
You have 15 seconds.
The discount rate and the Board of Governors.
That is correct, Mounds View.
And the score is now Mounds View 6, Carmel 2. Please read the next question.
Question 11. For what does the acronym cola.
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Cost of living adjustment.
That is correct, Mounds View.
For what does the acronym COLA stand, was going to be the question.
And Mounds View now has 7, Carmel 2. Please read the next question.
Question 12. A dollar deposited in a foreign bank outside of the U.S. or in a foreign branch of a U.S. bank is known...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
A greenback?
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Mounds View.
A dollar deposited in a foreign bank outside of the U.S. or in a foreign branch of a U.S. bank is known by what name?
You have 15 seconds.
Offshore deposit.
That is incorrect. Eurodollar.
Score remains 7-2. Question 13.
Quote, I am not concerned about what my bank does with my money because deposits are insured, end quote. Is an example of what problem that can arise in...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Moral hazard?
Moral hazard is correct.
Nice.
And with that, the score is Mounds View 7, Carmel 3. Please read the question.
Question 14. In the long run, an increase in the money supply does what to real output?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Increases it.
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Carmel.
In the long run, an increase in the money supply does what to real output?
You have 15 seconds.
No change?
That is correct.
And the score is now 7-4. Steve, please read the next question.
Yes. With constant opportunity costs, in what direction does a production possibilities front?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Down sloping, and that is a linear curve.
That's correct, Steve. But please reread the question for the audience.
I think I'm going to quit. Yeah, take that smirk off your face.
I learned that from Marketplace.
I believe that's a deduction, Chris, isn't it? Talking back to the anchor? Didn't I read that in the rules earlier?
We'll put that in the rules next year.
Okay, put that in the rules next year. With constant opportunity costs, in what direction does the production possibilities frontier slope? And what is the shape of the production possibilities frontier?
And we are at the halfway point, 15 questions in. We are Mounds View 7, Carmel 5.
I need to tell the judges here. Excuse me a second. Oh, okay, I'm good. Question 16, correct? That's where we are?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, thanks. David Ricardo is usually credited with articulating the virtues of...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Theory of iron wages or iron wage law?
That is incorrect. Steve, you may reread the question for Mounds View.
David Ricardo is usually credited with articulating the virtues of what as the basis for trade?
You have 15 seconds.
Comparative advantage.
That is correct.
And the score is now Mounds View 8, Carmel 5. Please read the next question.
Question 17. What is in the numerator of a productivity calculation?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer.
Units of output?
That is correct.
And the score is now Mounds View 9, Carmel 5. Please read the next question.
The erroneous view that what is true or good for an individual...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds and you may not confer.
Fallacy of composition?
That is correct. Steve, you may reread the entire question for the audience.
What's in the water at Carmel? The erroneous view that what is true or good for an individual must also be true or good in the aggregate is known as what?
And with that, the score is Mounds View 9, Carmel 6. Please read the next question.
Question 19. Not that there isn't good stuff in the water in Mounds View. I don't be wrong here. On a coupon bond, the coupon payment is determined by multiplying the coupon rate by what?
Mounds View, you have 15 seconds. I'm sorry, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer. I apologize. Yes.
Interest rate?
That is,
one plus
that is
the interest
incorrect. You may reread the question for Carmel.
On a coupon bond, the coupon payment is determined by multiplying the coupon rate by what?
You have 15 seconds.
Price of the bond?
That is incorrect. Face value or par value.
Score remains 9-6. Please read the next question.
Question 20. When a macroeconomy is in the steady state, the ratio of capital to what other economic variable?
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer, and it's Kevin.
Labor?
Labor is correct. Steve, maybe you should reread the question.
Maybe I should, yeah. When a macroeconomy is in the steady state, the ratio of capital to what other economic variable is constant?
2/3 of the way through. The score is now 9 for Mounds View, 7 for Carmel. Steve, please read the next question.
Okay, question 21. A dollar bill that has an L inside its seal is from what Federal Reserve Bank?
Carmel, you have 15 seconds.
San Francisco?
San Francisco is correct. Nice use of fingers, by the way.
And we're at Mounds View 9, Carmel 8. Please read the next question.
Okay. Question 22. At the Bretton Woods Conference at the end of World...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer, and it's Brendan.
The IMF?
That is incorrect. Steve, please reread the question for Mounds View.
At the Bretton Woods Conference at the end of World War II, the British delegation was represented by what famous economist?
You have 15 seconds.
John Maynard Keynes.
Is correct.
And with that, it's Mounds View 10 and Carmel 8. 7 questions remaining.
Question 23. A good with a negative income elasticity...
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds, and Abraham.
Inferior good.
That is correct.
Want to read that, Steve?
Sure. A good with a negative income elasticity of demand is known as what? An inferior good.
And with that, it's Mounds View 11 and Carmel 8. We have 6 questions remaining.
Question 24. In finance, for what does the acronym TIPS?
Mounds View, you have 5 seconds, and Jacob.
Treasury Inflation Protected Security.
That is correct, Jacob. Steve, you may want to reread that.
What does the acronym TIPS stand for?
And the score is Mounds View 12, Carmel 8. There are 6 questions remaining.
Question 25. What is the largest component of M2?
That's Jacob.
Jacob of Mounds View, you have 5 seconds. Time's up. We need your answer.
No answer.
Steve, please reread the question for Carmel.
Question 25. What is the largest component of M2?
You have 15 seconds.
Money market funds?
Please be more specific.
Mutual funds?
The answer is savings deposits. We include money market deposit accounts sometimes in savings deposits. That's why I was clarifying. Savings deposits is the correct answer.
So the score is Mounds View 12, Carmel 8, and there are 5 questions remaining.
Question 26. What term do we use to describe a situation in which ultra-rational, forward-looking households will increase their saving to offset...
Carmel, you have 5 seconds. You may not confer. And Kevin?
Rational expectations?
Please be more specific.
Rational expectations theory.
Steve, please read, that's incorrect. Please reread the question for Mounds View.
What term do we use to describe a situation in which ultra-rational, forward-looking households will increase their saving to offset budget deficits?
You have 15 seconds.
Ricardian equivalence.
Ricardian equivalence is correct.
And with that, the score is Mounds View 13, Carmel 8. We have 4 questions remaining, and we have a 5-point differential. So Mounds View, you are the national champions of the Adam Smith division. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations to both teams. I think you both acquitted yourselves very well, represented your high schools, and both gave amazing answers to very, very difficult questions. Let's have a round of applause for Carmel over here, the runner-up, and now the winner of the round, Mounds View High School. And now, folks, one more round of applause for all of our finalists. It's now glory time, time for the teams to collect their well-deserved trophies. For that, and just before, is Nan here? I just want to thank Nan for including and working with us on getting this on live television. It was very hard and wonderful of your staff. I've got 10 minutes? Okay, we'll get that done. It never stops, does it? Okay. And I want to really thank the audience for working with us to make this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the CEE, Nan Morris.
I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. So
right, we'll just come over here.
Okay. So while we're all waiting and lining up, I wanted to thank a number of our guests who are here today for coming, our judges, my staff who works incredibly hard for a very long time, in particular Rosanna Castillo, who hates it when I mention her, but she's wandering around. Where's Rosanna? There she is, still working, still working. And all the people that you see running around to really make this happen and live on from here. Our video team from And Now Media, John Palacio and his crew, who work with us on everything all the time and always make us look super wonderful, whatever we're doing. Where are they all? I just want to give them a big hand because they do an amazing job for us. And I wanted to thank Steve and the CNBC crew. It's the first time we've all worked together like this, and I'll let them decide if it went well or not, but Elizabeth is over there, and she's telling us yes. I also want to thank Steve in particular for being okay with the fact that the kids consistently show him up by watching another show. So anyway, and most importantly, I really want to give it to the students. I mean, you guys are so amazing. We are so incredibly proud of you that you've worked this hard, that you're so interested in such an important topic, and that you've really, really grasped onto it, and it's something that's going to be with you forever. You did an amazing job today. I mean, and you can just see it in the videos and your performance all over the whole weekend. I saw some of the rounds yesterday for the critical thinking. It was just amazing. I mean, just really professional. And you had like 45 minutes to figure this stuff out. It was great. You really impressed the judges in every way. So, so great job. And I think there are a lot of you that I might actually see again next year, which is really, really terrific. So how are we doing? Oh, okay. So I'd like to invite Steve back up. And Barry, our board chair.
Can I just say one? We asked for a round of applause for the judges. They make me look good up here. You guys do a great job of putting it together. Really wonderful.
Okay, so 4th place in the Ricardo division is the Charter School of Wilmington, Delaware. Actually, guys, can you move a little further to the right, I think?
Keep going right.
Keep going. I think I'm going to stand at the end. Maybe? Well, because we got a little. There we go. Very good. Okay. Next up, third place winner in the David Ricardo division is IOLANI High School from Honolulu, Hawaii. We're going to move the competition to February at their house. So you guys. Yep, I'm good. Do you have us all? There we go. Second place winner in the David Ricardo division, Carmel High School from Carmel, Indiana. Get just I got Michelle in there. Excellent. I didn't know you were a swimmer too. Big swimmer triathlete. Oh, sorry. Reacting. First place winner in the David Ricardo division, Homestead High School from Cupertino, California. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Me too. Okay, moving on to the Adam Smith division. Fourth place winner, the Harker School from San Jose, California.
Yeah. We're going half the school.
I can't go any further.
Just come forward on your side. Everybody should take a step backwards towards this way. Everybody should back up this way. So, and then you should have maybe the
Yeah, okay.
Great. Does that help? You get it in? Very good.
I thought John was going to tell me one step to the right. All right. Third place winner in the Adam Smith division, Lexington High School from Lexington, Massachusetts. Good job.
Come a little bit closer to me. Just you guys take 2 steps forward. That's it. A little, 1 step.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We got 2 more teams.
Okay. Second place, Carmel High School, Carmel, Indiana.
I
thought you looked familiar, but you got tall.
Thank you. Yeah.
We gotta get the picture.
I put it now if you want. We're still 2 minutes out, right? 1:45 back, huh? Okay.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Get the 2 teams ready. They need to be up here.
They're ready.
All right. Awesome. Great. Great. And first place, Adam Smith division, Mounds View High School, Arden Hills, Minnesota.
What was your goal when you left Minnesota a few days ago? Was it to be the national champions, or were you just happy to get here?
We really just wanted to do the best that we could, and I'm really glad that we did as well as we have done.
So when did it start to become real during the competition that, you know what, we're ahead, we might actually win this thing?
I don't think it ever became the fact that it was like, we're going to win this thing, because the comebacks of National Econ Challenger, especially set by the Ricardo division before us, was really great, so we had to be in it the entire time.